taught here. I actually blamed Mr. Rettinger on my mother. She was one of his teachers. So, I've been here. My kids went here. Same, like Mr. Martin said, my kids were athletes. They were in the show choir. They did those things. When you start talking about cuts like this, I mean, it's just heartbreaking. Mr. Martin touched on the choir program, the choral program. As bad as this is, I was a little bit of an athlete, about 100 pounds ago, I guess, but I was a member of the swing choir when I went to school here, so I had that opportunity. I kind of died off after I left, and I can't take credit for that or maybe blame for that, I guess, but we've managed to rebuild that program. A lot of you have seen that. We've got a middle school show choir that's now going to national competitions, winning things. Robotics program, a lot of you liked seeing that. We've got kids involved with STEM programs, robotics. That started at the middle school. Jennifer Knoxville brought that in as an opportunity for some of our students with special needs. It's grown to the point where we had actually the first all-girls team in the state. They were state ambassadors for multiple years. We host a regional tournament. We have kids involved in that. It's now grown to the high school. Mrs. Counts, actually, I think their team was that close to qualifying for, the next level too as well. Those are opportunities that are just lost. And once things are lost, I mean, it just, getting them back is unbelievably difficult. And, it's just something none of us want to go through. We know how difficult this is. I live here. I understand what we're all talking about. But, these kinds of cuts, they're just long lasting, and it's just not something you recover from easily. Mr. Martin mentioned if we cut the choral teacher, there's over 20% of the kids at the middle school that are a member of choir in some aspect. So, if we lose our choir teacher, we don't have choir. And she actually does some honor choir, I think, at the RIS building, so there's extra opportunities there. Those things go away. So all those kids, and I can speak for hours about kids I know that have, found their niche in band or choir or things like that, and a lot of you know how difficult middle school is. So, and not having those opportunities, there's lots of kids that just wouldn't have made it through. So, just kind of echoing what Mr. Martin said, and a lot of those things, the journalism program, the newspapers, all those things go away. The DC trip, something that keeps me awake for about a week straight with ulcers every time they go, but it's a fantastic opportunity. I've chaperoned those, I've slept on the bus, I've done things, the kids come back, that's a life-changing event. A lot of our kids never get a chance to go to anything like that ever again. That's something that goes away. And it's in addition, we help supplement not only the cost of the people who do it, and Mrs. Bruck, Mrs. Kiefer spend hours doing that, help with subs and covering things. Just losing opportunities like that, there's no real good way to sum it up other than the phrase devastating that you used earlier. So. Yeah.